Good evening. Hello. Welcome to yoga class. Hello. I am going to go live on Instagram. Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon. I can't just say one. Hello. Dang, this phone is fried. About to go live on Instagram, so give me a second. And we will get started here shortly. How are you doing today? I hope you had a good day. If you had, who do I have in my class today? I love seeing that I have someone on YouTube, so it's always like exciting. Okay. Yoga time. Is that good? Is that good? That's good. All right, perfect. Wow, your girl is starting on time tonight. Hello. Your girl is starting on time tonight. Hi, I'm about to teach yoga. If you have or haven't joined me before, hello. If you're not joining, you're just stopping by, hello. You can like and subscribe to my, I have a YouTube channel, SunflowerCollectiveOutdoors, and it's tagged in the bio. So do click on my bio and click on that link. My name is Allison. I am your yoga teacher here on YouTube. So do watch a replay or join me live. I do schedule my lives. So if you come onto my page, you will see when I schedule classes. I also have a meetup.com page. So please do check out any of my ways to join me. So I appreciate that. And the lighting is good this evening. And I'm so glad you joined me. So either if you're here live or in the replay, please like and subscribe. If you're on Instagram, again, check out my information in the bio. So tonight's class is minimum daily requirements. So we're going to do our flows and add in some more of those poses that we've been practicing. If you have any suggestions or something you want to work on, you can always leave it in the comments, or you can email me, message me on Instagram. My information is will be in the description box of the class afterwards. So please do check that out. And let's start sitting. So we're going to start sitting. So you can have a comfortable seat. Maybe you want to cross your legs. Maybe you don't want to cross your legs. But you can have a seat however you would like. We're going to take some breaths right here. We're just going to start off grounding ourselves. So in yoga, we want to, when you get into your practice, if you have a nice practice or you're still cultivating your practice, you want to take the time to center yourself before you start flowing. So we're going to take a couple seconds. You can put your hands on top of your knees, facing down, or you can put them facing up. Up is your receiving, down is your grounding. So wherever you feel like you're at today, go ahead and go there. Sit up straight. You can lift your buns up, grab your cheeks and just kind of lift them up. Have a seat, wiggle into it. We're just going to do some breaths here. So we're breathing out, breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. We're going to do a couple of those. We want to get grounded and focused in our practice today. So we're starting by grounding our breath and just getting into our practice. So go ahead. Wherever you're at today, maybe you had a long day, maybe it's the morning, maybe it is whatever time it is, and you are meeting yourself on the mat. You're taking this time for yourself. Next breath, we're going to breathe out of our nose. So you should sound like an ocean wave. Maybe you don't know what an ocean wave sounds like. That's what it sounds like. A couple more breaths. Keep going. One more. And breathe in. And stick your tongue out, release out. One more like that. Breathe in. And release out. One more. I felt that release at the end. Breathe in. And out. Nice. And let's come on to all fours. And on all fours, let's just do some cat-cows. Hands are flat on your mats, the ground. Get that flow going. Two more. One more. And come to neutral. And press back into child's pose. And come back on all fours. Push into downward dog. This is your first down dog, so go ahead and get your movement right here. You can pedal it back and forth. Maybe move it side to side. Whatever is floating your boat this evening. Or you could just stay still. Press those hands into the mat. Spread those fingers wide. Bend your knees as much as you need to. One more breath. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. We're going to get to our sun A's. And as if you've been joining me for class, I do a little bit of demo, but I am really guiding you through your practice. So, I got 2 people on my YouTube. I got 2 people on my live YouTube. Awesome. Welcome. Like and subscribe. So we're going to start at the top of our mat. Come to the top of the mat. Hands to heart center. Let's get a breath in right here. Breathe in. Release out. Breathe in. Hands go up. Eyes look back. Maybe you get a little back bend in right there. Maybe you don't. And fold. So fold right here. Come up halfway. Fold. And step back or jump back. You can bring your knees down or you can leave them up. And knees, chest, chin, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. You do a low cobra right here for your first one. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths right here. And again, you can add in your movement if you would like to. Whatever feels good for you. I give you room to do what you'd like. This is your practice. I'm just guiding you and I appreciate you showing up. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Get a nice little back bend right there. Hands to heart center. Nice. And let's keep going. Arms going up. Fold. Up halfway. Fold. Step back, jump back, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Maybe you'd like to put 1 leg up in the air. 3-legged dog. Remember what you do on one side, do it on the other. Press into those hands. 1 more breath. Come back to neutral. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Back bend there. Hands to heart center. Nice. Arms go up. Fold. Up halfway. Fold. Step back, jump back, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And whatever you did on the other side, make sure you do it on the other side. Press into those hands. Make sure that hip is pointing down, foot is pointing down. If your foot is in the air, and come back to neutral. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. And again, arms up. Fold. Up halfway. Fold. Step back, jump back. Vinyasa, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. This time I'm doing bending my three-legged dog is getting a nice little bend right here. Get a nice little stretch right here. Make sure their shoulders aren't by your ears. 2 more. Come back to neutral. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center, beautiful. Last sun A, take those hands on up. And fold. Up halfway. Fold. Step back, jump back, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And left leg or opposite leg of what you did. I feel so grounded coming back to my practice every day. I work to practice daily. Showing up is the hardest part. Two more breaths. Come back to neutral. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful, nice movement, everyone. Hands, heart center. We're going to do our sun Bs next. And in your sun Bs, I will cue for you to add more movement if you would like to. So do add in more movements if you would like. Sun B. Arms going up. Chair pose. Sit back in that chair. Release those shoulders. Arms up. Palms facing each other. And fold. Up halfway. Fold and step back or jump back. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step that right foot forward. Warrior one. So right knees pointing towards the top corner of your mat. Warrior one. Hips facing forward. Arms up. Warrior one. Back foot is at 45 degrees. And hands down, vinyasa. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Maybe you like to get a little back bend here. Maybe that is a big no, but practice how you like to practice. Hands down, vinyasa. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 5 breaths right here. 5 breaths. 5 breaths. And I do call like other stuff in between poses. So again, like I said, take what pose feels good for you. Breathe. The breath is always the consistent. If you wanted a hotter class from home, you can always crank the heat up or practice outside, especially if it's warm. But it's April 18th here today, and I'm in Kansas, and it's a little breezy out. So it's not sitting outside doing yoga weather. But you know what? If you have a beautiful yard and all the space, it is. Any day is. One more breath. Bend your knees, step or hop forward. Come up halfway, fold, rise into chair pose, and stand all the way on up, hands to heart center. Beautiful, let's keep it moving. Arms up, chair pose, and fold, up halfway, fold, vinyasa, step back, jump back, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right side warrior one, nice warrior one, and hands down, vinyasa. And if you'd like, you can hold your leg up as you flow through your vinyasa. Left side warrior one. Hands down, vinyasa. Down dog, 5 breaths. If you'd like to, I'm going to call some more poses right here. So if you'd like to do dolphin, you can come down onto your forearms, or even if you would like to practice your crow pose, it's a good place to practice your crow pose. Dolphin, arms down. Two more breaths. You can always step in if you need to. Come back to neutral. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. And let's rise into chair pose. And all the way on up. Beautiful. Again. Nice. I'm warming up, y'all. I know you are too. And let's take our arms on up. Chair pose. And fold. Up halfway. Fold. Step back. Jump back. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right side warrior one. And vinyasa. Down dog, left side warrior one. Ooh, I felt that. Hands down, vinyasa. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Remember again right here, you can go into your dolphin, practice your crow pose again. You can stay in your down dog, giving you free reign. 5 breaths. Two more. Come to neutral. If you're not there already, bend your knees, step or hop forward, up halfway, fold, chair pose, rise on up, hands to heart center, nice, and let's flow into it again. You guys got that flow down, I can already tell. Even though I can't see you, I see you. Arms up, chair pose, fold, up halfway, fold, step back, jump back, vinyasa, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right side, warrior one. Y'all know the drill. Hands down, vinyasa. Upward facing dog, down dog. Left side, warrior one. Make sure that breath is still going. And vinyasa. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. And I'm going to come into Malasana squat because I'm just showing you a different way. If you want to squat, or if you don't want to do crow pose, but you do want to practice your squatting, Malasana squat. Maybe your heels touch the floor, maybe they don't. You can always go wider. Couple more breaths. Come back to your neutral position. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. And stand all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. And last sun B for this set. Arms go on up. Chair pose. Fold. Up halfway. Fold. And step back, jump back, vinyasa. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. Hands down, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Hands down, vinyasa. Five breaths. 5 breaths. Again, any movement you'd like. Through these movements and repetition, your brain starts to remember and build that muscle memory. So coming back to the flows that are familiar helps build that practice and your memory in doing these poses. So keep revisiting. Repetition. Repetition. You know what? Yoga is just a set of poses. So whatever type of class you're in, mine is based in Ashtanga. I do Rocket Yoga, which is a break off of Ashtanga Yoga. I incorporate many of those principles into my flow. 2 more breaths right here. One more breath. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. And stand all the way on up. Beautiful, hands to heart center. Nice job, everyone. See a little movement right here. So you can just move your arms back to back, side to side. Nice. And top of the mat, hands to heart center. Hands can come on up. Fold. Up halfway. Fold. We're going to do you can do Malasana squat or you can do crow pose. So whichever pose you'd like to do. So Malasana or crow. Crow, you want your knees to come up tucked into under your armpits. Eyes looking forward. Ooh, I got a nice little hold there. And keep going. 2, 3, 4, and step back. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, step that right foot forward, warrior 1. Nice. And open up to warrior 2. Stretch those fingers opposite way, eyes looking forward over that right hand. And peaceful warrior. You can take that back hand down that back leg, or you can wrap it around trying to grab that pocket, imaginary pocket. Breathe. And let's come back into warrior 2. And take that right arm on the knee, left arm over. Nice, let's take that right hand down to the ground and take that left hand down. Frame out that foot, come up on that back foot. Nice little stretch right here. If you want to, you can come all the way down. Maybe you want to come all the way down on your elbows. Maybe you're like, what? Getting that stretch in, y'all. Through the practice, it's all possible. It's not a one and done. Even if you're flexible, someone can't do something else that someone else can do. One more breath. Come back up. Step that leg back in vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg forward, warrior 1. And then open up into warrior 2. Stretch those fingers opposite direction. Knees to the top left of the corner of the mat. And peaceful warrior. Hand down the back or grab that pocket. Nice. And come back to warrior 2. Let's take our left arm on our left knee, arm over. We're looking at that hand right here. And let's take that hand down, both the hands down. Frame out the foot, or on one side. Maybe you're going to take that knee down and your elbows down. Maybe this feels good, maybe it doesn't. Couple breaths right here, keep going. Nice. Come on up, lift that leg up, step that left leg back. And vinyasa, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And come onto your knees, child's pose. Go ahead and push back into child's pose. Nice. And come onto all fours. And have a seat on your bum. Take our legs straight out in front of us. One of my students that's in the class has requested this pose a couple times, so we're going to do it tonight. So we're going to bring our legs together, bring your feet, bottoms of your feet together. You can scoot your buns in a little. Your hands can clasp together around your toes, and you're just slightly just giving pressure right there. Or maybe your hands are like this. Breathe. Nice. Let's take our legs long. And you can bend over your knees. Maybe your hands can grab wherever they do. Maybe it's your ankles or your foot. Maybe wrap around the bottom of your foot. And just bend into it. Guide and lean in with your chin. Nice. Release. Let's take our right leg, bring that in, and we're going to cross it over our left leg. And then we're going to take our right hand. It's going to go behind our back. Our left hand is just kind of on top of that knee. And you can turn, look over that right shoulder. Maybe that right hand can come around, maybe not. Nice, and release. Straighten that leg out. Let's bring that other leg, cross it over the right side. And take that right arm over. Left arm is in the back. Eyes look over the shoulder. Nice, and release. Nice. Let's take our legs out wide. And we're just going to take our hands in the middle. Climb as much as you can. Stretch out, climb. Nice. And let's come back up. Let's do our Muli Bandha checkups. So we're going to take our hands and frame out the right side. So when we're doing this, we bend forward and then we're going to lift up. So you're going to push into those heels of your hand. And the end result, I'm not there yet, would be your whole body lifts up off the ground. So thing to practice. Anyway, let's frame out our right side. Breathe in. And release out. Oh, bend over that right knee. Breathe in. And push. Your foot's bent. Lift up. Release. Nice. We're going to come over to the left side. And your foot is pointing up. So it's like a nice little flex. And you can lift it off the ground. That's to help you with your lift. So breathe in. And release out as you bend over that left leg. Breathe in. And lift. Keep going. And release. Nice. Let's do it one more time on each side. Frame out the right side. Breathe in. Release out. Breathe in. And lift. Release down slowly. And let's go to the left side. Frame it out. Breathe in. Bend. Breathe in. And push up. And release. Nice. And let's go on our back. So you can bring your knees in. Ooh, I just felt my back pop. Bring your knees in. You can get a happy baby right here. Nice. You can alternate if you'd like. Whatever feels good. And let's do our, you can do legs at the wall. You can put your hands under your bum and just have some nice elevation right there. You can do shoulder stand. Wherever you're at this evening, you can show it. We're winding our practice down right now. Taking some last poses. If you're in shoulder stand, you can go into plow. And if you're in plow, you can come all the way down. Legs nice and long, slowly as well. And if your legs are up, slowly down. We're going to bring our left leg up into an A. Twist over, bring that left leg over. So that right hand is on top of that right knee. Left arm is long. Get a nice little twist right here. Eyes are looking the opposite direction at that hand that's on the ground. And bring the knees up. Left leg goes long. And twist that right leg over. Left arm is long. And bring your legs back into neutral. You can hug them in. And you can do whatever final pose you'd like. Maybe you'd like to just hang out right here. You can go ahead and go into Shavasana. Legs on the ground, out comfortable. Maybe your legs are up the wall. You can do another vinyasa. Giving you this time to just move how you'd like to. And when you're done moving, Shavasana. Start to wiggle your fingers. Keep your eyes closed. You roll onto your comfortable side. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and sit up. Keep your eyes closed. You can put your hands on top of your knees or put them on where you can ground them down or up, whatever feels good for you. Take a nice deep breath right there. Our affirmations this evening as we end our practice. I am physically fit and have great endurance. I am mentally clear and emotionally confident. I easily deal with challenging situations. And one more, I think outside the norm and find creative ways to approach life. The rainbow of light and positive energy expands my consciousness. Creative ideas flow through me on a regular basis, and I bring them into physical reality. We're grounding ourselves, we're meeting ourselves, we are taking care of ourselves. We're going to take our hands to heart center, press those thumbs into your chest. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. You're doing great service to yourself. Breathe in, release out. Bring your thumbs to your third eye, and we'll bow. Ashe. Thank you for showing up this evening. Thank you for coming to my class. Please like and subscribe once again. Share the stream, and I will see you again. Make sure you check my YouTube schedule to see when my classes are scheduled. Thank you so much. Have a great evening or morning or whatever time of day it is. Thank you.